Alright, I had to take a quick break there, folks, but I'm back now. While I was gone, though, I was thinking that I could have swore that Mission had more dialogue than what we accessed from her, because it seemed like she kind of ended it kind of abruptly there. I remember a conversation about whether her brother was telling her the truth or something like that, and she was becoming more skeptical. Maybe I didn't exhaust her dialogue. I'm going to check her out again just before we go.
What can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother.
I've been thinking about Lena and what she said about Griff. You know, how he was always blaming other people for his problems? There might be something to what she said.
You mean you believe her story now?
No, of course not. Not really. But what if it was his idea to leave me behind? I'm not saying Griff would just abandon me, but maybe he did want to leave me behind. Just temporarily, you know? He might have done that if he planned on coming back later, but things don't usually work out for Griff the way he planned, you know? And that's when he'd get in trouble. He was always borrowing money he could never pay back. He might have been trying to skip out on his debts when he left Harris. He would have to leave his little sister behind so it would look like he was coming back.
This is what he's thinking right now, so he sacrificed you to save his own hide, but... Mission is just a kid, and she's in denial. She loves her brother, and she believed that he loved her. And he was the only thing resembling parents that she ever had. So he's not going to say this, even if he believes it. No matter what is the case, Telemachus is going to look after Mission and make sure she's alright in the world. So, it's kind of like how you came to Terrace in the first place.
Yeah, well, no, not exactly. Look, all I'm trying to say is that the more I think back, the more I realize I might be idolizing my brother a bit, not seeing all his faults. I still want to find him. I need to see him again.
You need closure.
It's just that I'm not sure how I'll react when I do.
When the time comes, you'll know what to say, Mission.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't want to judge him yet. Maybe Lena was lying. Or maybe she wasn't. All I know is I'd like to speak to Griff myself. If we have time, I'd like to go talk to the Zerka Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now.
Yeah, he's going to try and get her there as well. Suppose it's not the least he can do. The least he could do is nothing, because he doesn't owe Mission anything. Their contract is clear as far as what she signed on for to get him into the Sith base or into the Vulkar base. But he actually feels responsible for her now, so he's gonna do his part and take her under his wing. He wouldn't leave her and Zalbar on the side of the curb anyway. Just isn't right. Understands the love of family, especially now that his father is gone. So anyway, that is that. I think we're at liberty to explore the rest of the Enclave now. I'm not sure how long this episode has been going on, but I think I'm just going to keep going because I'm having fun. It's kind of all that matters. Right. One moment, though. Okay. Let's go exploring. We've got a Jedi, we've got some guy with a name that we will save for a moment.
I hear that the Sith have defeated another Republic battle fleet. I do not know how much longer the Republic can last.
Another Republic battle fleet is gone. Great. I leave for like 2 months and this is what happens. Bloody hell. Hello, Mr. Protocol Droid. What have you to say?
I cannot render assistance, citizen. Move along.
Rude. Yeah. Some doors that don't go anywhere. I almost wonder... What is this? Look at the mini-map. It's like the map loops or something. The texture isn't big enough. 'Cause that's just the that's just the Enclave again. What the hell? Anyway, it doesn't look like there's any items to open over here. Alright, well, we'll go and check out this door, which seems to be Aerotech Mercantile. Aerotech. Right. KotOR Cal and Carol Carr, and 2 protocol droids, attending what appears to be a little factory of sorts. Okay. I'm going to save here, now that we have the mission shenanigans taken over with. KotOR. Greetings, my young friend. I assume you are not a member of the Order, as you are not wearing the traditional garb of the Jedi. Let me introduce myself. I'm KotOR Cal, proprietor of the general store here on Tatooine. Not much to look at now, I'll admit, but I'm on the ground floor. Okay. I mean, look at this planet. Majestic fields, rolling plains, wide open terra firma. You shall have that. Once word gets out, we'll have settlers and tourists from the Galactic Core just dying to come here. And guess who'll be waiting for them? Not the blasted Zerka Corp, that's for sure. Not this time, no sir. It'll be KotOR Cal who makes the big bucks. But listen to me. You didn't come here to listen to my ramblings on the evils of Zerka Corp, I'll bet. What can I do for you? He was speaking mighty fast there. It was hard to read out. What do you have against the Zerka Corporation? Don't get me started on Zerka Corp. Period, exclamation point. They've got a monopoly on half the galaxy already. They do everything they can to keep anyone else from getting a foothold in their territory. Extortion, bribing officials, and government diplomats. So they're Walmart. No. Not to mention driving up the prices on essentials like food and water on distant colonies. I've heard stories of them letting people starve to death just because they couldn't afford their jacked up prices. And since they've thrown themselves in with the Sith, oh no. Things have only gotten worse. You mean Zerka Corp are allied with the Sith? The Sith are tangled up in an expensive war with the Republic. They need supplies, equipment, resources. That's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities for a company with no morals like Zerka Corp to make some major profits. Malik has given them exclusive trading rights wherever the Sith have control. It's bad enough they're helping to finance the Sith war effort, but I've heard rumors of even worse. Slaving, pillaging planets of their resources, genocide of indigenous species. The Sith and Zerka Corp seem like a perfect match to me. Ah, listen to me going on. You didn't come here to listen to my ramblings on the evils of Zerka Corp, I'll bet. What can I do for you? What do you have against Zerka Corp? Just ask it again. Perpetual loop. Show me what you have for sale, my good man. I'm here to buy. Excellent as always, my selection is somewhat limited. Zerka Corp has a monopoly on some of the suppliers. But I'm sure that you'll find all my inventories of the highest quality, and I've got a few special items you won't find elsewhere. Cool. We got some neato Jedi robes here that I'm probably going to wind up buying because they're nice and cheap, but for now. Advanced medpacks, antidote kits, medpacks. I'm going to actually go to my sell list before I even look at his buy list, so... Right, so we've got a lot of Jedi robes as is. A heavy combat suit is not something we need, that's gonna go. Light battle armor, I'm tempted to keep a hold of that, but I like the dex bonus better on this. I think there's a bigger chance of people having 3, and an extra 1 protection isn't that much. I don't know, maybe we'll hang on to this for now. Gamorrean battle axe, a vibro sword, which we don't need at the moment. That is going to be sold as well. Blaster pistol, definitely not. We have a spare 2 blaster pistols. I think these are going to go bye-bye as well. At least down to 1. We have these ion weapons that I always forget to use, and I think I'm just going to ditch them. Yeah. Goodbye. Not going to need them now that we're off Terrace, and I'll be able to level up pretty soon. Sorry about that. I scrolled back up. Don't know why. Canderous still has Mission's Vibroblade. We've got to swap that off of him for his repeating blaster. I'll keep this blaster rifle. The frag grenades and all the grenades are going to be kept. Davik's Visor is not really something we need, but it might be useful for, I don't know, somebody. Tita's Royal Band. Arcanian Energy Shield, we might throw that on Karth because it matches his green getup. I'm going to keep all the energy shields. I'm going to keep the cardio regulators. We have this data pad with KotOR's stuff on it. I guess I'll keep a hold of that. Got all of our upgrades here. We've got droid upgrades as well. Alright, we can look at the buy list now. 4,540 credits. A military suit, a heavy combat suit. These were added, by the way, these Jedi robes, by my item mod that I made a year ago, or 2 years ago, in fact. And these were not available in the base game, but they are very basic Jedi robes. Might be good to buy Bastila one of these once we get her back in the party. We have battle armor here for... Was that what we already have, light battle armor? If that's the case, I'm going to just ditch it, because I know I can buy it back anyway. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. It's not anything I want, so I can go. Show buy list. Light battle armor. Defense bonus of 7, so this is just slightly better, but it's heavy instead of medium. But I do like the look of that a lot, and that might be an item for Canderous. Maybe. We have a sword here, a vibro sword. This is Sanasiki's blade. I should read the description on that, on these Jedi robes. Members of the Jedi Order typically wear plain or unassuming garments. Yes, same one for that. So defense bonus of 1 and max dex bonus of +8. Fairly free moving and unhampering. And we have the battle armor, which we haven't read up on. This isn't the heaviest of armor, but it comes close. Designed for heavy militias, it has the protection needed to keep a soldier alive during ranged combat with massive weapons. Yeah, that'd be the type of stuff that Telemachus would have been wearing in the Mandalorian Wars, most likely, when he was dug in on the ground. Sanasiki's blade. Damage physical 3 to 12, +3 versus droids, kind of a droid slicer, not something terribly useful at the moment. Critical threat 19 or a 20. It's balanced, it has an attack modifier of +2. It's upgradable. Sanasiki used this weapon to kill Nelinik, a Zabrak who assassinated the Achani High Protector with battle droids. Cortosis protects the blade against lightsaber sparring damage, while energy cells disrupt droid opponents. So this was used by probably an Achani. This would be an Achani vibro sword. Ah, Tita's blade. Oh, another historical relic. Why you do this to me, game? I'm going to have to buy you. Okay. Feats required: damage physical 4 to 9, a critical hit on a 20, on hit poison, average, weakness, DC 20, balance 2 +0 versus 2 weapon penalty if used in the offhand. It's a +3 weapon. That's another one that was cut out of the game but was added back in. Attributed to Empress Tita, this blade speaks of her background as a warrior and her willingness to be on the front line of the Great Hyperspace War 1,000 years ago. Oh, I have to buy that. I have to buy it, but I'm not going to do it now. Got the vibro sword. We've got heavy blasters, ion blasters, blaster pistol, Jurgen Kalta's assault rifle. That's new. It's damage 1 to 8, plus 1 to 6 ion versus droids. It's a pretty good weapon if I was a blaster user. I'm not going to be paying 8,000 credits for this, though. Attack modifier +3. That's a really good rifle. Bit beyond my pay grade, though. Jurgen Kalta wanted to make a big noise in the galaxy. If it was the screams of his enemies, all the better. This weapon was his favorite because it shared his adaptability. I believe Jurgen Kalta was a bounty hunter, though. That hasn't been told to us yet. He's just sort of a background character that we never wind up meeting. Stealth field reinforcement, skills of stealth +8. Be pretty good for mission. 2,400 credits, so not worth the price of admission, really. A very powerful item designed to both regulate stealth field emissions and improve the user's perception of the field while in stealth mode. We have an interface band. That's another one of the things we already have. I think... Wait a minute. Now I have to know. No, we have the Verpine headband, so that's a little different. Show buy list. Interface band. Damage resistance, resist sonic, 5-. Computer use, demolitions, and security. Not usable by Wookiees. This item provides a mental interface to a store of information on electronic systems common to security, demolitions, and general computing functions. Could be useful. That's one we might... It's not terribly expensive either. That's only... So far, like, we want the Tita's sword, we want those 2 Jedi robes, and this maybe. We have a breath mask with an immunity to poison, restricted, not usable by Wookiees. This standard issue gear for Republic forces and most professional soldiers protecting against a variety of gas-based attacks. Again, that's one that's cheap and it could be useful. An oral amplifier, awareness +2. We already have one of those. Infiltrator gloves. Oh, they're so good, but they're so expensive. Computer use +4, security +4, dexterity +1. Oh my goodness. These gloves are equipped with an advanced artificial intelligence unit that the wearer can use to tap into nearby computer systems through cables or wireless transmission. The system also stabilizes the wearer's hands for fine detail work. We need that. We need everything here. And another Arcanian shield. Oh. And energy shields we can stock up on. We have the CNS strength. Oh, this thing is so good, though. I want it. I want this so bad. It's 8,500 credits. Good God. Saves. All +2 and strength +2. Experimental system that amplifies power signals along the length of the central nervous system. This generator, attached to a belt, provides greater impulses to all muscles, as well as a resistance to all sorts of perturbations of the user's system. This is like one of the only items that gives +2 strength in the game, and I'm going to be buying this. I just don't know when. Calrissian's utility belt, computer use, demolitions, and repair +3, and security +3, and all that good stuff. Galderan Calrissian's name was something of a liability after Calrissian, as in the words. Use them. Come on, dictionary process. Lando Calrissian's ancestor. Galderan Calrissian's name was something of a liability after he became infamous for running an unsanctioned smuggling ring within Hutt space. That's a no-no. Eventually cornered, he had to pawn even his personal items to avoid being the last Calrissian. Wow, that was close. This user must have paid points into the demolitions and security skills to gain the respective benefits from the belt. Yes. This one is new as well, I think. Biotech package, regeneration of +1. That would have been added with the mod. This implant does use relatively experimental nanotechnology to speed healing, but relies more on coagulants and solid doses of pain relievers. If you feel better, you are better. Good logic. We've got that retinal combat implant that gives him immunity to critical hits again here, so we didn't miss out from the one on Terrace. If I wanted to, I could buy it. Man, I really don't know if I want to spend money on any of this stuff right now. It's very expensive, and there's a lot that we'd want. I want that. I want that. I want another one of those would be nice. I want that. I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and I want probably that too, and these. Our adrenal stimulants, we've got plus, yeah, we've got Pazaak cards. Oh, it's so expensive. The standard Pazaak card for the side deck, it's just all the same. So +1, -1, a +3, -3, a -2, +5, -5, -4 and -6. I don't think I'm going to even buy anything yet. I'm going to wait for our money stocks to come up. We're not in need of anything desperately right now. Our equipment is more or less alright. Speaking of which, Karth. Have an Arcanian energy shield. Looks good. It matches everything else. Mission, you seem to be fine with the stuff you're wearing, and actually, you know, anything better for you? No. Alright, well. Good stuff.
Sure.
Thanks, Kratos. You gave us money for our junk, anyway. KotOR. I greet you, human. I am KotOR, owner of this outpost of Aerotech droids. My protocol droids are not programmed to interact with customers, so should you desire assistance, I can aid you. Well, let's see what you have in stock. Store my inventory at your convenience. Settler families have purchased all my droids, but I have many upgrades and other wares to purchase. Cool. Advanced repair kits. Heavy droid armor, defense bonus of 9. Originally used on Type 1. On starship hulls, Durasteel is the best protection available for droids. This particular variant of the alloy is standard for mass production heavy combat droids. Yeah, it's too expensive. Got medium plating, droid upgrade class 1. Developed by engineer Hoot Kalin. This plating relies more on deflecting angles and exotic alloys. Cost can be prohibitive, though this is the most affordable model of the type. Type 3, the strongest of the light grade plating. This is the best protection most individuals consider purchasing for droids not actively in a class intended for combat. So that'd be like the best stuff for T3 maybe, but honestly, the amount of times we're going to use T3, I can't justify spending any sort of money on him. It's not. Though more for the factory floor, plating of this type is seeing more general use. Light but effective. This upgrade can mean the difference between repair and replacement if a droid comes to harm, so that's level 2. We already had level 1. We've got the Search Scope Mark IIs now, and those, that's more restored items with my restored item mod. Awareness +3. Again, these detectors can help droids scan for traps or other security measures. Cost increases with quality, though success depends mostly on the complexity of the device to be detected. And Sonic Sensors Type 2. These devices allow detection of hidden or visually camouflaged intruders. Better quality sensors provide more sensitive background noise filtering to improve performance. Got a basic targeting computer and a sensor probe. We've got these search scopes Type 1 and 2. I made sure that they carried over along with the mod. Computer probe. This retractable probe allows access. I think we already have one of those. Security interface tool. Pioneered by Toshin Gant, this is the basic droid security breaker for use across the galaxy. Gant did most of his research for the Republic military after private efforts led to his imprisonment. A droid must have a basic security software points into the system, yes. So it's security +2. Environment shield level 1, and an energy shield level 1. We have our oil slicks, we have our stun rays, and we have our shield disruptors, and we're not going to be selling anything here. Droids?
I'm sorry, human. I am unable to render assistance. I'm sorry, human.
Yes.
I am unable to render assistance
Right.
at this time.
Go ahead and save our game. We did make some sales. Okay, so first things first, Mr. Hutt. I have never ever talked to you before in the history of KotOR, and I reckon not many people will have either, because you are a mod. You are a restored piece of content, and I'm kind of eager to see what you have to say. Greetings, young human. You are welcome in my humble abode, as are all others who deign to visit this poor, outcast hut. You're a Hutt! Exclamation point. Who are you? I am known as Shuma. I am one of the many who have been made poor and disadvantaged by this cruel, cruel war. Alright. What are you doing here? Alas, even a poor Hutt businessman is not exempt from the fires of conflict that now rage between the Sith and the Republic. The world my business was based on, Nika, was subject to a most unexpected and unfortunate attack by the Sith Armada. The space lanes were clear one day, then the next they were filled with Sith interceptors and closed to traffic. I had under my employ, quite unwittingly of course, certain transport pilots who knew ways to slip me past the blockade above the world, so you employed smugglers then. That is the only means by which I managed to escape Nika before the Sith commander deemed it worthless and virus-bombed all intelligent life from it. Okay. It gives one a new appreciation of the value of the sometimes troubling Jedi Order. So you're an asylum seeker. Anything else you wish? You're a Hutt. Ha ha ha! You are most perceptive, I see. Not many people can tell at first glance. But I know that is not what you meant. I labor under the misconceptions and biases against my species. We have the unfortunate reputation, you see, of being criminals and murderers, and worse. But I am merely a businessman who has been cast out from his home in this most cruel war. Yeah, sure, pal. Your council has seen fit to grant me asylum here, away from the dangers of this sector. But enough of my troubles. What more would you have of me? I must be going now. I wish you good fortune. Good luck to you then, in all your endeavors. Should you come back to me, I would be grateful for any conversation. I'll keep that in mind, Shuma. Why did they cut this from the game? What was the purpose of getting rid of poor Shuma here? There's a good little bit extra information on why the Sith are evil, and he should have stayed in there. Lur Arca Sulis. I'm gonna save the game, as I will after every conversation that we have, just because it's completely inconvenient to me to have to repeat dialogue to myself. Lur Arca Sulis. Greetings, sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? I guess? I was thinking, like, what would I want to ask him in return? Go ahead. I represent a human citizen of Dantooine by the name of Rundel Otsulim. His ranch has had considerable difficulty with the Mandalorian raiders for many years. I'm sorry to hear that. His young daughter was kidnapped by those raiders many years ago and has not been returned. Might you have news of her? Her name is Sasha. Sorry, I have no idea who you're talking about. Ah, that is too bad. I shall have to continue my search. Are there problems with Mandalorians? Are problems with Mandalorians common on Dantooine? I thought they were mostly taken care of in the last war, but then again, we've run into a couple as well in our travels. I understand they are, though I know little of the history behind this conflict. Someone native to this planet could tell you more. Isn't this something the local authorities should handle? Dantooine has little in the way of local authorities, sentient. I asked the Jedi of the Enclave to intervene. They have far more pressing concerns to attend to. I don't see why that should be the case. As is often the way on this planet, if a citizen wishes to accomplish something, they must seek to do it themselves. Is there anything of interest on Dantooine that you can tell me about? There is no large urban center on Dantooine, if that is what interests you. I find the variety and number of natural habitats to be most intriguing, however. If you get the chance, I would urge you to explore the planet's ranges in more detail. They are quite beautiful. I'll keep my eye out for your girl. I would appreciate that sentient. Alright, so that actually activates one of our first quests on Dantooine, though I don't think it gets added to the journal until later on. Where are we going now? What do we need to do? We need to go and meet with the council again. I'm really bummed about how I didn't get to buy anything from that store. That's a lot of good stuff there. Oh yeah, you. I forgot about you. Dizra. Welcome to the Jedi Enclave on Dantooine. I do not believe we know each other. My name is Dizra Lurjada. You may call me Dizra. I have not heard of any new apprentices being accepted for training recently. What brings you to this place, if I may ask? I came here with Bastila. Yes, of course. I should have known. I have only heard a little of how she escaped the destruction of Terrace. Tell me, did she save you from that planet as well? Get your story straight, I'm the one who saved her. Oh. Like, he's just doing it to piss off Bastila. He's not actually... He doesn't actually have that high of an opinion of himself. Yeah, he saved her, but he's not gonna, like, snap at this guy. She didn't save me. We worked together to escape Terrace. Oh, I see. Well, I meant no offense, of course. In any case, it is good to have her back here on Dantooine again. We were afraid Malak had captured her. I hope you enjoy your time here on Dantooine. May the Force be with you. And also with you. Do you have anything else to say? Because I remember you having quite the long spiel about the Great Hyperspace War, sir. You enjoy your time here on Dantooine. May the Force be with you. I suppose after is when your dialogue opens up. You have a lot of interesting things to say about the backstory of KotOR and the time period, the Old Republic era. Though, man, that name just has negative connotations after the MMO.
Please
I must
do not
say.
disturb me. I have pressing matters at hand.
Yeah, right. I already spoke to you anyway, sir, and you were completely useless. Yeah, Belaya again. Suppose I can talk to her.
I wish you a pleasant stay here on Dantooine.
Yeah.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you as well. Sorry we got off on the wrong foot. Mr. Droid.
The Council has decreed you must not leave the Enclave. Please return to your room.
I don't have a room. At least not that I know of. Well, that's a room. You.
Good day to you. I'm afraid I cannot speak to you at the moment. I apologize.
Right, you.
I cannot render assistance.
Yeah, nobody can
Citizen,
they?
Move along.
Not really surprised. Invisible wall? What's going on there? That was weird. Let's open the door, maybe? Sola, okay. Nice treasure chest you got there. Nothing in it, I guess. I believe this guy is the Pazaak player for Dantooine. Yeah, it's that time of the day again. Let's talk to him. You've the look of a seasoned Pazaak player about you. I dabble in it from time to time myself. Care for a game? Who are you? I am Sola, and to be perfectly blunt, my business is my own. I do offer you, though, the company of my time for a game or two of Pazaak. Do you care for a hand? AKA, we don't feel like writing a backstory for this character, and all he is here for is for the game of Pazaak. Sure, I'll play. Let's get started then. Ooh. That's quite a bit more money than what we could wager on Terrace. And we will. Okay, let's just take out all the cards and see what we can do here. +1, -1s. Okay, we want the 2 +6. No. Alright, go from the bottom. These are important. These are important. That's important and that is important. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Okay, so these... Maybe not even these. +1s are stupid. Because they're not enough to get off of the bad cards. I want -2s, I want this +-3, and I want a -3. I want one of these and one of these, probably, and then... one of these and one of these, and then 2 of those. Let's play. Ugh. 10. Sixteens are awful, but I have a lot of high value cards, so I think I'll just... Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna -6, and we'll stand at 19 and see what happens. Ah, you got me. You've won this round, but you haven't won the war. Another bloody 10, of course. Ah! Haha! Take that. You got nothing, that's right. We're back in the game. $13 is something I'm willing to keep going with. And we're going to do a -1, and we're going to stand on that. Oh, yeah! Okay, one more round. One more round. That's all we need. Nice and high. Ooh, 13. Alright, I'll continue. Yes! Last game was closer than it seemed. Want to try again? I beg to differ, sir. Not right now. I'm going to actually quick save, and just because I have to save scum with you. And I think I'll do the rest of this off camera. I don't want to subject you all to boring mini games. I'll be back when I've beaten the pants off of this fellow. See you then.